It was supposed to be just a silly night of fun. A few friends came over, drinks were flowing, and someone suggested we play Truth or Dare. At first, it was all harmless questions and silly dares. Eat something spicy, sing a song, or reveal a childhood crush. I didn't think much of it when the bottle pointed at my wife. She smiled, looking tipsy but bold, and chose Truth. The question that followed was meant to be playful. What's one secret fantasy you've never told your husband? Everyone laughed and leaned in, expecting something light-hearted. But the moment she opened her mouth, the room fell silent. She said it casually, almost as if she wasn't aware of the weight of her words. I've always wanted him to watch me with his brother. The words hit me like a thunderclap. My ears rang. I thought maybe she was joking, but the smirk on her lips and the shock on everyone else's faces confirmed she was dead serious. The laughter died instantly. Even my brother, who was sitting across the room, froze with wide eyes. He looked more horrified than amused. My stomach churned. I forced a laugh to save face in front of everyone, brushing it off like she was drunk and joking, but deep down, I felt a dagger pierce my chest. The game continued awkwardly, but I barely heard the questions anymore. My mind was replaying her words over and over again. How long had she thought about this? Did she talk to my brother about it? Was there already something going on behind my back? The night ended with fake smiles, but inside me, a storm was raging. After everyone left, I confronted her. She shrugged it off, saying it was just a fantasy, and not something she'd ever really do. But her tone was dismissive, not apologetic. She acted like I was overreacting, like it was my fault for taking it too seriously. My brother messaged me later, apologizing for the awkwardness and swearing he had no part in it. I believed him. He looked too disgusted for it to be a lie. But my wife, she didn't seem sorry at all. The next few days, I watched her differently. Every text she typed, every smile she gave, it all made me suspicious. The woman I thought I knew so well suddenly felt like a stranger. I started questioning every moment of our marriage. Had she always looked at my brother that way? Did she marry me while secretly craving him? The betrayal wasn't just about her words. It was about the audacity to say them in front of me, in front of my friends, in front of my brother. It wasn't a slip of the tongue. It was humiliation. And I couldn't let it go. Something inside me hardened. If she wanted to play games, I would show her I could play too, only better. Instead of yelling or fighting, I went quiet. I started distancing myself, but not in a way she would notice at first. I became colder, less affectionate, more focused on myself. I hit the gym harder, worked longer hours, and started networking more socially. She noticed eventually and asked what was wrong, but I brushed it off the same way she had brushed off her confession. Don't take it so seriously. One night, I invited everyone over again. Friends, family, and yes, even my brother. But this time, I was in control of the narrative. After some drinks, I suggested playing Truth or Dare again. Everyone laughed nervously, remembering what had happened last time, but they agreed. When the bottle spun and landed on me, I chose Truth. The question came, what's something your wife doesn't know about you? I looked straight at her and said, I've been thinking about how much happier I'd be without a wife who fantasizes about sleeping with my brother. The room went silent again, but this time, I wasn't the one who looked like a fool. Her face turned pale, and everyone's eyes were on her. She tried to laugh it off, but the tension was undeniable. I had turned the tables, exposing her disrespect in front of everyone. Later that night, I told her clearly, either she takes responsibility for what she said and changes her behavior, or she can pack her bags. No more brushing it off. No more pretending. She cried, begged, and promised she didn't mean it. But I had already seen her true colors. Words spoken in jest reveal the heart's desires, and hers were poisoned. I knew I could never look at her the same way again. I didn't scream. I didn't hit. I didn't beg. I simply withdrew the one thing she took for granted, my loyalty. I filed for divorce quietly, shocking her when the papers arrived. She tried to talk me out of it, but my decision was final. In the end, she lost everything, her husband, her dignity, her security, because of one moment of so-called honesty. As for me, I walked away with my head high, stronger than before. My brother stood by me, And I knew then that blood ties mattered more than vows broken by betrayal. Sometimes revenge isn't about shouting or fighting, it's about letting the other person drown in the mess they created. And she did.